I'll give you a hint. Yeah, because you needed a gas station. You had a gas station on one corner. And it was great. It was hilarious. Anyway, I'm enjoying this because I get a kick out of this. Another fellow said that years ago, my brother, who was a lawyer, was hosting a lawyer from Russia, like a student exchange program. Only it was like with lawyers. He stood stunned and wide-eyed at the dog food aisle in the grocery store. He said their dogs mostly eat whatever, well, mostly what the family is eating, whatever's left over. That's what their dog eats. They don't eat their own food. They don't get their own food, right? One fellow said that, when he came to L.A. and looked around, he was amazed. First of all, how many accounting firms, because that's where he was from. He said, but he was amazed that people actually follow the traffic laws. I thought that was funny. I'm sorry. I mean, my family's from Italy. They always tell me that when you go there are no traffic laws. Yeah, there's signs and stuff, but you really don't pay attention. So I do get a kick out of some of the things that these people noticed, that they enjoyed, that they saw, that they thought was great. And we take for granted. Maybe our young kids, maybe they need to go for real. Maybe they need to go to another country for a month or 2 months. Right? Maybe you need to send them there. If I had the money, in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. Because I want you to see how other people live. I want you to see the realities behind what's going on. Right? Vice President J.D. Vance appeared on Fox News, right? The 5. I'll hit you with this on the way back. Joe Messina, your host. Don't go far. A lot more coming up after the break.
Attention homeowners. It's not if something's going to break, it's when. That's home ownership. If your dryer, your refrigerator, or your AC and heating breaks, that's an expensive call. And who do you call? Make it easy on yourself and call Choice Home Warranty. We've already done the research and have access to 25,000 technicians that can be at your home quickly. We've covered close to 2 million homes in the United States. There's a good chance your neighbors work with us. Call us right now before the next breakdown. We'll tell you everything that's covered in your home and give you the first month free with our ironclad 30-day money-back guarantee. Call now and learn how to get your free month.
800-378-2250. 800-378-2250. 800-378-2250. That's 800-378-2250.
Limitations and exclusions apply. First month free with purchase of single plan. Visit choicehomewarranty.com for more details.
Life is full of surprises. Some wonderful, some not so much. But here's one thing you can control: making sure your loved ones are protected if the unexpected happens. At easyplans.com, we make getting life insurance, well, easy. In just a few minutes, you can apply online and buy direct. No awkward phone calls, no confusing jargon, and no agent will contact you unless you request help. Just clear, affordable coverage, designed to fit your life and your budget. Fast approval, flexible plans, and unlike other online insurance sites, Easy Plans won't sell your information to others. So no endless phone calls and text messages. Whether you're just starting a family, buying a home, or thinking ahead, EasyPlans.com has you covered. EasyPlans.com. We make buying life insurance, well, easy.
America's News Update, I'm John Schaefer. The government shutdown is now in its 4th week, hitting millions of Americans. On Saturday, food assistance funding will run out for more than 40 million people. Flight delays are also rising, with more than 1,000 reported today as air traffic control faces staffing shortages. The Senate failed to pass a short-term spending bill for the 13th time. A new report shows strong private sector job growth over the past 4 weeks. ADP says preliminary data indicates an average of more than 14,000 jobs added per week through October 11th, a big improvement from September. Due to the government shutdown, ADP will now release 4-week employment averages every Tuesday. Hurricane Melissa is pounding Jamaica, marking one of the strongest landfalls on record in the Atlantic. The storm is bringing life-threatening flooding, heavy rainfall, and landslides across the western part of the island.
We're definitely going to be late to the concert. I feel like we should be there by now.
I'm just taking a little detour. I gotta fill up my gas tank, and I know this place a couple towns over where the gas is cheaper.
Are you serious? We're going to be late for the concert because you're driving out of the way for cheaper gas? Just use Upside.
What's Upside?
Upside is the free cashback app that gets you real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait, I can get cash back just for buying the gas I need anyway?
Yes, I use it all the time, and I've made around $200. Now pull over so you can download the Upside app before we miss the concert.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code PHIL25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank, PayPal, or as a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code PHIL25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code PHIL25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus. That's code PHIL25.
Never mind, dear. Chin up. That's right, both of them.
Oh, come on. I'm just having some fun with it. Joe Messina, your host. Always a pleasure to have you with me. 855 Real Joe. 855-732-5563. Get involved. Get engaged. Be part of. You know, just enjoy. Be there with me. Enjoy. Have some fun. Stop being a party poop, whatever you want to call it. I do so much enjoy the time that you're with us here on the air, in the chat room, texting, tweeting. Being part of the conversation, right? Having some fun with it. And there is so much going on, so much to have fun with. Really, seriously, I'm enjoying the stories. I hope you are too. I'm enjoying the stories they give you on these people that have never been to America before, never have seen the obscene amount of food that we get when we go out to eat. Right? I mean, there's so much compared to other places. I've had friends come in from other countries, and they look at the plate comes to the table, they put it down in front of you, and they're looking at you and they're going, what am I supposed to do with this? Right? Seriously. Anyway, I do so much appreciate the time you're spending with me here on the air, in the chat room. Just being involved, just being engaged, just being part of the solution. All right. Let's have some fun with some of this. Sorry. Vance, he fought off the leftist. Now, this is not my title. So relax. I love how miserable they look. Can you imagine J.D. Vance just walking in the room, making him crazy? So Vice President J.D. Vance on Tuesday stepped onto the lair of the witches on ABC's The View. Now, Vance joined The View to discuss his new memoir, Communion, Finding My Way Back to Faith. But the conversation immediately turned, it happens all the time. He's not stupid. He knew where it was going. Turned to attacks on Trump administration early in his appearance. The Hags attacked Vance over a range of topics from affordability to deportations to, of course, Sonny couldn't let it go, racism, right? At one point, Vance was explaining how the illegals in the country are criminals, many with convictions for violent sexual crimes. Now, Sonny hosted and interrupted him, claiming that the majority of illegals are not criminals, and smearing ICE with claims that they're separating families and using children as bait. Vance fired back immediately. See, that's what I love about him. Don't let him get away with it. He says, you talk about children? Here's what I'd say. Did we know that during the last administration we had tens of thousands of children who were sex trafficked by the cartels, who were brought into our country in profoundly dangerous and predatory conditions? Right? Through her continued interruptions, Vance destroyed Hosu in one simple argument in favor of securing the border. Right? He said, it's inhumane to allow cartels to sex traffic people across our border. However, couldn't finish his point, right? Because they cut to a break. They wouldn't let him finish his point. So when he came back, though, Hostin said they don't have criminal records. The majority of people at ICE is rounding up and taking out of their homes from their families. They're separating families. They're using children as bait. Right? I love how he laid it out. Hostin interrupted him and said, let's talk about this administration. Vance said, but here's the point. Unless you enforce the border, you invite that kind of conduct. You think that our immigration policies are inhumane based on the reporting of a person with a political bias? Are you serious? Right? What I'm telling you is that it's inhumane to allow cartels to sex traffic people across the border. And by the way, Vance said that was the so-called racism against black people by Trump administration. Vance pointed to Washington, D.C., one of the blackest cities in the United States of America, arguing that policies to decrease violence and sexual assault has improved the lives of black population in that city. We have tried to take crime seriously in part. Everybody deserves to be in a safe neighborhood. Now, Goldberg wasn't having it. Right? Goldberg and Hostin started ganging up on Vance, claiming that it's about human rights, black women losing their jobs. Sonny, what you're saying is we've got to do more on the economy. Vance went on to say, and Hostin, she interrupted him, claiming out of nowhere that black history has been erased from public spaces. Of course, once again, after lodging stupid accusations, putting Vance on defense, they quickly cut to a break again. Because they know he's got enough brain power to push back on them. And I don't think the five of them together had enough brain power to fight him. I really don't. I mean, they're animals. Seriously, I think they're animals as a whole. The way they do this and they go after him. And I'll tell you what, if they actually let him answer, which they're not going to do because they know he would floor them. Anyhow. Vance said he also wanted to go on The View to talk about the Americans who didn't vote for him. He said it may be optimist to me, but fundamentally I think that most people, not everybody, but most people, even if I disagree with them, you ought to try to have a conversation with them at least. My job as Vice President of the United States is not just to talk to people who voted for me. I talk to people who didn't vote for me. I talk to people who can't stand me. We're going to go and try to have a good conversation. I hope they meet me halfway. I'm a little skeptical, but we'll see. Now, as expected, The View co-hosts like Whoopi Goldberg and Sonny Hostin, they tried to race bait Vance again. Thank God he's too smart to not take it. As expected. Now, what did black people do with this administration to make you stigmatize folks of color? Whoopi asked. Vance looked at her and said, look at Washington, D.C. It's the most democratic and the blackest by share of population cities. What did we do? We went in there to take crime back. We went in there to lower crime so those people could go out and enjoy where they lived. He said, whether you're black or white or rich or poor, you deserve to live in a safe neighborhood. And nothing's ever been done to clean that up. This is the only president who's done that. Right? He said, what exactly are you talking about, Whoopi? I want to respond to your actual point. She looked at him just stunned. She went on to say, in a lot of the museums, just as she couldn't get it out. You know why? Because she had nothing. You know, I could tell you what my Italian family would say, but they'd take me off the air. So, again, they sold your kids this in school. You need to talk to your kids. You need to have words where you can say, truly know the stories about history and what's going on. Again, J.D. Vance, he appeared on Fox News as The Five. Now, he appeared as a co-host, which was interesting. And, of course, he's promoting his book, Communion. So Vance blasted lefty co-host Jessica Tarlov to her face over claims on the newly linked Iran deal. Tarlov, citing reports from Wall Street Journal and Axios, said the CIA Director Ratcliffe and Rubio were doubting the new peace agreement between the U.S. and Iran. Vance went off on Jessica Tarlov for spreading Iranian propaganda. Jessica, you're making the same mistake, unfortunately, that a lot of the Iranian propagandists make when they talk about this. They talk about the benefits of the Iranians without any of the things that the Iranians would have to give up. They have to change in order to get those benefits, Vance said. So you mentioned the $300 billion fund, and let's be clear about this. Not a single cent of American money, under any circumstance, no matter what the Iranians do, will go to Iran. Not a single cent. Right? She went on to say, yeah, but they got other money. Here's what this says. This says, for example, let's say that the United Arab Emirates, who have been a great ally, let's say they want to invest in a power plant in Iran. What this deal provides is that the Iranians have done everything we required them to do. Then we will allow the United Emirates to go in there and do that. That's how the agreement reads. But they can't do that right now without American approval. So we're fundamentally saying if Iranians transform how they interact with the world, we will transform how world economy interacts with Iran. But if they don't do any of that stuff, if they don't get any of these benefits, all the Democrats are saying, well, the Iranians get all of these things. They don't get anything unless there's been a complete transformation of how Iranians interact. The only place that I disagree with the administration on this one here, how are they going to treat the people? What about human rights? Right? I mean, seriously. How do we make sure that those people, those girls, will be able to go to school, be able to drive, not have to wear burqas? I mean, come on. That would be the massive thing. Joe Messina, your host. I'll go far. A lot more coming up after the break.
Right now, you can eliminate odors, mold, mildew, bacteria, and viruses in your home with the Eden Pure Thunderstorm Air Purifier. The Eden Pure Thunderstorm uses oxy technology that naturally sends out O3 molecules that seek out and destroy odors. The Thunderstorm doesn't mask or cover up bad smells, it eliminates them, leaving that fresh, clean smell, just like after a thunderstorm. The Thunderstorm is small, plugs right into the wall, and fits in the palm of your hand. Put one in your basement, bedroom, family room, kitchen, or anywhere you want clean, fresh air. It even includes a USB cord for your car or truck. Right now, save $200 on an Eden Pure Thunderstorm 3-pack for whole home protection. That's 3 units for under $200, a fraction of the cost compared to other air purifiers. Go to EdenPureDeals.com and use discount code USA3 to save $200. That's EdenPureDeals.com. Use USA and the number 3. Shipping is free.
Attention timeshare owners. Tired of the financial stress? Were you misled by the salesperson? Don't or can't use your timeshare anymore? If any of these apply to you, then you may qualify for timeshare cancellation and get the relief you need now. Timeshare Defense Attorneys is the #1 affordable fixed fee legal solution in the country, with an A+ Better Business Bureau rating. That's certainly better than my grades. They even offer a 100% client satisfaction guarantee. Let one of their experienced lawyers evaluate your case and explain the process. If they take you as a client, they'll work on your case until it's resolved in your favor, guaranteed. Expect great service and a close working relationship with your lawyer, keeping you informed every step of the way, protecting your rights, interests, and even your credit. It's that simple. Even a kid like me can understand it. The consultation is free. Call today.
800-875-1853. 800-875-1853. That's 800-875-1853.
Omaha Steaks is rewriting the book on burgers with an all-new handmade texture for the juiciest home-style burgers you've ever tasted. Their pure ground burgers are made from single cuts of real aged Omaha steaks. These are truly steaks on a bun. Filet mignon, ribeye, New York strip, sirloin, and even brisket burgers. Now is the time to experience the exclusive Burger Perfection Flight for just $79.99. Go to omahasteaks.com and use promo code TREAT at checkout to get an extra $20 off your order plus free shipping. You'll get 4 of each pure ground burger so you can sample all the steak on a bun greatness. These burgers are crafted for a juicier, more tender experience, making your mouth water with every single bite. Don't wait. Go to omahasteaks.com. Use promo code TREAT at checkout and get $20 off the Burger Perfection Flight and discover your new burger obsession. Minimum order may be required.
Do you want to save money on your next flight? Then pick up the phone and call. That's right, call. Because the best prices are not online. They're with SmartFares. See, SmartFares has special deals with the airlines. When they have unsold seats, they use SmartFares to fill them. So you get airline tickets at crazy low prices. They have access to great prices and discounts at over 500 different airlines. Plus 300,000 hotels and rental car companies. Their prices are too low to publish online. With the extra money you'll save, you can book another trip or treat yourself to dinner or shopping. So stop searching all of those travel sites to find the lowest price on your next flight. Let one of our SmartFares expert travel agents find the best price for you. Call SmartFares today and get ready to see the world with a fat wallet.
800-871-3291. 800-871-3291. 800-871-3291. That's 800-871-3291.
I've got a unique vacation idea for you that's right here in the United States. If you're ready for a vacation that's fun and downright affordable, listen up. It's driving distance for many of you, so no planes, no airline delays, no hassles. It's Branson, Missouri, the entertainment capital of the